Today, would you like to sing on the West End stage? We are joined by musical star Michael Ball and impresario Cameron Mackintosh, the man who gave him his first break.
And he could be giving you your lucky break as well, because he's offering you the chance to perform in Les Mis. We're going to have all the details in just a minute.
Regression returns today. We take viewer Cheryl Forrester back to a previous life to see if she can overcome her anxiety problems.
I don't know, I just feel I've let my whole family down. My little sister's dead because of me.
Also, if you'd like to banish your cellulite, lose weight and tone up, well, those trainers there, could they be the answer? John Scott's going to be telling us.
And we continue our Mind Matters series with a look at antidepressants and tranquilizers and the devastating reality of addiction.
And I thought the pill, because that's what I was being offered, that the pills would help. When I look back at, to the way that I was in hospital or even at home begging to go in hospital, I was like a frightened animal, and I can't believe that I was reduced to that just by simply going to see a doctor.
But first, we are joined by the fantastic performer Michael Ball and the man responsible for producing some of the greatest musicals ever, including Cats, Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera, Miss Saigon. It's Cameron Mackintosh. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Cameron, what is it about? We're going to primarily concentrate on Les Mis today, and we'll tell you about that in a moment, because we've got a stunning competition which you are just going to love. But what is it that's made that particular show such a huge success? I mean, I wrote some of the facts down here. 18 years, 7,500 performances. It's been seen by over 50 million people worldwide in 38 countries, 21 languages, about to go to China. What is it about that show?
Well, it's a rattling great story. I mean, people forget that there's been 37 films made of Les Mis, and it's a very exciting piece of theatre as well. I mean, it was brilliantly staged by Trevor Nunn and John Caird, and the music from the very first day that we all heard it just sort of made the hair go back on our head. And the funny thing is, when nearly 20 years ago I traipsed up to Manchester and saw this delicious boy here, as you were then, strut his stuff, he didn't even have the original lyrics. We gave him complete crap lyrics, and he came to London to the Albury Theatre and sang like an angel and went, "What the hell are these?" And he said, "Your player's cast." And it was our marvellous original Marius.
So you were Pirates of Penzance,
yeah,
to start with.
Yeah.
Did you know that Cameron was coming up?
Well, we'd heard about that. No, I didn't. I was just out of drama school. I didn't know anything really about the business, and I obviously sort of heard of Cameron. I'm sorry to...
I thought you... And that's not what you said backstage.
And the RSC, and I knew that they were making this musical about Les Miserables, and I think along with everyone else we thought, well, that'll be 11 weeks' work, because it's never going to be a success. We couldn't imagine it. And Cameron came up, they asked me to come down to the audition, and it's true, when I first heard Claude Michel playing Empty Chairs and Empty Tables, there was something about the song, although it was rubbish, the lyric, the tune, the way it soared, the way it told the story, I just knew that if the rest of the songs and the music was going to be like this, it was going to be something extraordinarily special. And it was.
We had a very long rehearsal period, about 11 weeks.
That's because it wasn't written.
It's true. But famous songs like Stars, like the lyric for your song, like Bring Him Home, which was written 3 weeks before we went to our first performance, they weren't in it, and it was an extraordinary experience of really doing a show almost like Out of Town, and the material demanding the rewrites, and it just sort of grew and grew and grew until it landed at the Barbican Theatre, rather long, at 4 hours.
4 hours, yeah.
And then we cut it down. It's now running under 3 hours. It's marvellous. Yes. Every bit of emotion's in it. But we did take quite a bit of time to actually trim it down.
It's sat in the palace for such a long time, and that's where everybody knew it was going to be, and they knew where it was. What made you move it to successfully move it? Because the reviews have been stunning of this very successful move into the Queen's.
Well, we had to go because, quite frankly, bits of plaster were falling on the audience's head at the palace. I mean, the palace is desperately needing a refurbishment, and you know, the extraordinary run of Les Mis had stopped that happening. So finally, we had to make a decision and discuss it with Andrew Lloyd Webber's company that that we would find a theatre that we could move it to. And though the Queen's Theatre is 400 seats less, it doesn't have a gallery, we had 400 seats in the gallery of the Palace, and the stage is actually as big as the Imperial Theatre on Broadway, where the show ran for 16 years. And it's similar to the Barbican where we started. So it's not that the show hasn't played this kind of theatre before, but John Napier completely reinvented the set and has done a lot of things with it which we've never done before, and I think have added another wonderful dimension to a already great show.
Well, let's launch this.
It's fantastic. It's
This
very
competition.
exciting.
You're gonna
very
enter?
exciting. I would love to, but I can't sing. But I would love to. I'd love to be able to enter. But you will have the chance to actually do that. One of you will have the chance to actually appear in Les Mis, which is just incredible.
Let's explain how
does it work?
all this works. So what the entrance, what you must do if you're going to be an entrant is to send a videotape where you are performing a song from musical theatre. Now the choice here of song is quite important.
Yes, I think it needs to be songs from musicals which have a bit of a story and characters. There's no point just doing tap dancing, though I'm sure we'd all be thoroughly entertained by it. But there isn't a lot of tap dancing in Les Miserables.
Which is its only failing.
So choose your song, your musical number very carefully. Don't dress up. We don't need that. We don't need the dressing
yourself.
up. All we need is yourself and your performance. We've got to have the videos by the 30th of April. And the entrants are going to be whittled down to 3 finalists who will be notified by Friday the 21st of May. Then after that, on Friday the 28th of May, you will be required to perform. If you get through, if you're one of the whittled, then you will be required to perform a song from Les Mis to piano accompaniment here live in this studio.
Fantastic.
And then there's a vote.
It's a toughie.
Then there's a vote. That'll be hard.
And then
Any
we'll throw it
tips?
open to your vote, and you will vote for the winner.
Just wonder if you've got any tips for anybody out there what they should do.
Really know what you're doing
Right.
when you come along, because the nerves when you're singing in front of any audience, and especially a live TV audience,
Yeah.
are huge. Know what you've got, know the song, be really, really well rehearsed, and enjoy it.
Concentrate on the lyric.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you just understand the lyric and are delivering actually some information to us, the voice will take care of itself much more. Don't worry about the quality of the singing, because if they're
Right.
by that time, hopefully we will have got people who can sing. So
Yeah.
it's bringing something alive, which is what I think will
For sure.
get them the role.
And you have to be over 18, don't you? But,
Yes.
but it's boy or girl, it doesn't matter. And age is not a problem, because you'll find a part that will suit the person who wins.
Well, that's the great
Yes.
thing about Les Mis.
There's
It's
so many
this
parts.
great ensemble. It's a true
Yeah.
ensemble piece. And I remember when we were first doing it, everyone developed their own characters, and people can slot into that,
So
because they are
what do you
characters.
get, Cameron? What do you get if you win? The person who will win this competition gets to perform on
They will
stage.
get to perform on stage, and depending on who wins, is where we would put them in the show. Whether
Right.
we'd put them in the Thénardier Inn, whether they'd be part of Lovely Ladies, whether they'd be on the barricade. That will all depend on the kind of
Right.
talent it is. We're looking for someone special. And if we can help them in the future, if they've got a real talent and want to go into the theatre, we'll be very, very delighted to do that.
What an opportunity.
You are in Cork at the weekend.
I am actually.
Yes.
Snogging Petula Clark.
Are you?
Are you?
I am.
That's
yeah.
good.
We're doing
You did a good
Sunset
job.
Boulevard
Oh, I
for
love
the
Sunset
Beeb.
Boulevard.
So do I. And
I love that
I've
show.
never actually done it on stage, so I thought this would be
And
a
a
nice
big
thing.
concert this summer, big tour this summer.
Yeah, I'm doing sort of some open-air concerts. Concentrating on musicals. I'm nicking a load of people from Les Mis and Phantom to come along and
great.
sing with us.
Thanks
and
for
do-
telling me.
It's a Sunday night.
Always a good idea to do it here. do it here.
But he's agreed to do a very long concert tour for me as Jean Valjean next year, so that'll be fine, Michael.
I'm still the juvenile lead.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Very
Thank you
much.
Lovely
very
to
much.
see you. Right, so just to recap, if you would like the chance to appear in the chorus line or any of the other parts of Les Mis on the West End, depends how good you are, here is your chance to enter.
What you have to do is send a VHS cassette of yourself singing a song of your choice from any West End musical. And like we said, you don't have to get dressed up. We just want to see you as you are. The closing date is Friday, April the 30th, and entries should be sent to this morning. Les Mis competition, 17 Hatfields, London, SE1 8DJ.
You should be 18 or over. You must be available to attend rehearsals and the performance on Friday, June the 4th. We can't return any of your tapes.
And there's another competition for you to enter now. How would you like to be mortgage or rent-free for a year?
Hey, oh, it's got the couple here on the sofa stump. They have no idea.
The number to call is 09001 10 20 30. That's 09001 10 20 30. Calls cost 60 pence a minute. Mobiles will vary. Lines close at 12:15. You can enter online by visiting itv.com/thismorning.
Phantom of the Tap was your...
Phantom of the
yes.
If you're a digital satellite viewer, of course, you can enter by pressing your red button right now. We'll announce the winner at the end of the show. Good luck to you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
you.
Thank you.
Now then, could curry cure Alzheimer's? Dr. Chris is here with all the latest health news and the stories. And there's one story in the newspaper today, Chris. Good morning.